Adrian had spent most of his life listening to a voice no one else could hear. It wasn't loud. It didn't scream. It didn't insult him with harsh, obvious cruelty. It whispered, it questioned, it doubted, and it spoke with the kind of quiet confidence that made it impossible to ignore. "You're not enough," it would say, "not good enough, not strong enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough." Adrian heard that voice so often that he stopped questioning where it came from. He simply assumed it was the truth. Growing up, he always felt like he was one step behind everyone else. His classmates spoke louder, moved faster, understood things quicker. Teachers praised others and looked past him as if he were made of fading smoke. At home, he was the quiet child, the easy one. The child who caused no problems, but being invisible is its own kind of loneliness. No one asked why he was so quiet. No one wondered why he stayed in his room for hours. No one noticed the way he clenched his fists when he tried to speak, but couldn't find the courage to let words escape. As he grew older, the voice grew with him. It learned new ways to attack. Every time he failed, even in the smallest ways, the voice spoke. "See, I told you." Every time he succeeded at something, the voice found a way to twist it. "You just got lucky." When people complimented him, the voice corrected them. If they really knew you, they wouldn't say that. Adrian lived with that voice as if it were a shadow stitched to his bones. For years, he hid how much it affected him. He laughed politely when friends talked about their goals, but he never shared his own. He told people he liked being quiet, that he enjoyed simplicity, that he didn't mind living small. But deep inside, he knew the truth. He didn't choose a small life. The voice chose it for him. One night, everything changed. Adrian was walking home after a long shift at work. The streets were empty, and a cold wind pushed against him. The sky was dark, not just with the ordinary night, but with heavy clouds that seemed to press down on the earth. He felt tired in a way that went beyond the body. A tiredness that came from carrying years of doubt and fear. When he reached a small hill overlooking the town, he stopped. It was a place he often visited when his mind felt too loud. As he stood there, something strange happened. The wind went still, the air grew heavy. And for the first time in his life, the voice didn't whisper from inside him. It spoke from behind him. "Why do you keep pretending?" Adrian froze. Slowly, he turned around. Standing a few feet away was a figure made of darkness and soft light, shaped like a person, but without a face. It wasn't frightening, it was familiar. Too familiar, he stared at it, unable to speak. The figure took a step forward. "I've followed you your whole life," it said. "I know every fear you've hidden, every dream you have buried, every moment you chose silence over living." Adrian swallowed hard. "Who are you?" The figure tilted its head slightly, like someone amused by a simple question. "I'm the voice you listen to, the voice you obey, the voice you believe." Adrian felt a weight in his stomach. "You're the one who keeps telling me I'm not enough. I only repeat," the figure said, "what you believe about yourself." Adrian shook his head. "No, you made me believe it." The figure stepped closer. "I didn't make you. I reflected what you thought when you were too young to understand the world. You absorbed every unkind look, every ignored moment, every silent disappointment. You made me from the pieces you didn't know how to carry." Adrian felt his chest tighten. "I want you to stop." "You don't want me to stop," the figure replied. "You want me to disappear so you can keep avoiding the truth." Adrian clenched his fists. "What truth?" "That you decided your worth a long time ago." The wind picked up slightly, swirling leaves around them. Adrian took a step back. "If I decided it," he said quietly, "then I can change it." The figure's body flickered. "You can, but you won't. You fear change more than you fear me." "Why?" "Because I'm familiar. You understand my pain. You don't understand the version of yourself without me." Adrian felt tears burn behind his eyes. He whispered, "I want to meet that version." The figure moved closer until it stood directly in front of him. "Then face me. Don't run. Don't hide. Listen fully to what I am, because once you understand me, I lose my power. Adrian's breath trembled. He nodded. The figure raised a hand, and suddenly memories appeared around them, floating like echoes of the past. Adrian saw himself as a child sitting alone at lunch. He saw the moment a teacher dismissed his question. He saw friends laughing at something he said. He saw himself hesitating every time he wanted to try something new. He saw nights of lying awake, believing he wasn't good enough to be wanted. Every moment of doubt replayed with painful clarity. I was born here, the figure said, pointing at one memory. And here, it pointed again. And here, Adrian felt his heart drop. The voice wasn't a monster, it was a wound, a memory. A collection of small hurts that built themselves into a belief. He whispered, "You're not truth. You're just familiar pain." The figure stopped moving. Its shape flickered. "If you see me for what I really am," it said, "I can no longer guide you." "I don't want you to guide me," Adrian said. "Not anymore." Silence settled between them. The figure's body began dissolving into soft mist. As it faded, it said, "I will still exist. But you will choose whether to listen." When the last trace vanished, Adrian felt something inside him crack open, not a wound, but a door. For the first time, the night around him felt quiet in a different way. Not empty, peaceful. He breathed deeply, and the breath didn't tremble. He stood taller. He felt a presence he had never felt before himself. As he walked home, he whispered, "I am enough," not because he believed it fully yet, but because he finally wanted to, and wanting to was the beginning.